I don't I don't know what happened, bro. And I'm gonna, give my thoughts and my opinions in a minute on what we did watch last night. But I gotta ask you, bro, off the top, what's up with your boy Jake LaRavia? Can you answer that question for me before we even get started? This man played what 21 minutes last night and scored 0 points. He only shot the basketball 2 times, bro.
Two
Really?
times?
He was
Damn.
0 for 2 from the field, 0 for 1 from three. He had 3 assists. He was a minus 12. He played 21 minutes and he didn't score at all. At all, bro. What's up with your boy Jake LaRavia? Before I even get into last night's pathetic loss.
I don't know, man. You heard
That's
me last
nasty
night.
work. Yeah.
I told him, I said, like, bro, why are we just
Damn.
deferring to AR every time up the floor? You not even gonna try and do nothing, show what you can do? Like, man, it was ridiculous. It was pathetic. You
Bro.
not gonna be aggressive. You just gonna be a corner sitter. That's gonna be you, bro. That's what you gonna do this year. All right, bet.
Mm-mm.
That shit was disgusting.
So, just for y'all that was under the Lakers last night, wrapped up what Coach JJ Redick called a dress rehearsal. And Luca, he put on another show last night that, unfortunately for us, it ended with a loss. The Kings rallied back late to steal this game 117 to 116. And despite the loss not counting to a lot of people, the energy, the chemistry, the questions coming out of this one, it absolutely matters to me. Um, I do want to start with Luca's night last night because he was pretty much team offense. Luca had everything going. He dropped 31 points last night. He had 9 assists and 5 rebounds. Luca, for the most part, didn't out. He was in pure control. He had pace. He had poise. You could tell that Luca was in that preseason rhythm where everything slows down for him. Like we saw him easing through all types of reads and rotations. His passing window was clicking. Luca, to me, last night looked very, very comfortable. What about you, Bit? What was your take on Luca's performance? What you seen from him last night?
Yeah, it's the same thing. He looked real comfortable. Shit looked easy. He gonna get through the lane. That's not gonna be a problem. Just gotta keep up the defensive intensity like he did in the Euro ball, and that's pretty much it. We know it's gonna be the Luka show for about a month and a half until LeBron come back. So they gonna have to put up big numbers for us.
Now, last night, JJ Redick rolled out for the first time his season a version of a LeBron-less starting five where he had Luca, Rui, Reeves, DeAndre Ayton, and Gabe Vincent, I believe, has started
Yep.
last night. I want to talk about Gabe Vincent for a second, bro. He's been like the I don't want to call him the MVP of the preseason because the Lakers only won one game. But Friday night, he had 14 points on 5 or 6 shooting. He made, I think, 4 3-pointers. He's been showing efficiency in these last couple games and a lot of confidence. And to me, Gabe Vincent is a role player doing exactly what this offense needs him to do, especially with LeBron being gone. Spacing the floor and taking some pressure off of Luca and Reeves as playmakers. Even though the Lakers did lose, have you been impressed with what you've seen as of late from Gabe?
Yes, sir. Hopefully, he keep this going throughout the regular season. Cause as long as he can knock the three down, we know he gonna compete defensively. So that's not a problem. Just offensive consistency. Can he knock down shots consistently and give Luke and AR space to attack? So Gabe has looked amazing to me. Gabe and Rui are the two that have looked fine to me.
We got our boy Justo in the building. Join us on stage. Justo, did you get a chance to see any of the game at all last night?
I watched some of Marcus Smart's highlight because I feel like he really gonna be a big piece for the Lakers too.
All
Like
right.
he like another like shot creator.
Yeah, man. It was
Smart was
crazy. What you
definitely
on a train or something, bro?
Yeah, I stay by a train.
This man Justo got the choo choo going on in the background. I'm thinking he he on that LeBron hate train.
Yeah.
Yo, but yeah, bro. Last night, who else? You brought up Marcus Smart. I mean, he came off the bench.
Yeah.
Marcus Smart had what Reddit called a classic Marcus Smart game. I don't know what that means. He had 14 points and 3 rebounds.
Four
But he did
steals.
set the tone defensively. Me and Bitch saw Marcus Smart get at it on defense quite often.
Yeah, I feel like him and
Yeah,
Vander,
he
they
had
gonna
4
cause they
steals
gonna.
last. He's real handsy. Last night.
Yeah, I feel like Marcus Smart and Vander, they
You
gonna be
gotta
a
fix your
lot of trouble.
background, Justo. We can't really hear you, bro.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit better now.
Okay.
Yeah,
I said Vander was Smart. They gonna be some defensive players.
you think
Smart
so?
was out. Smart was out there hooping. Like after you left the stream for a little bit, he started getting downhill. He had a pull up three. He had four steals. So Marcus Smart, as long as he can do that, be consistent in that role. We don't need you to play make as much as you did in Boston. Do exactly what you did last night. Hit a few threes, get you a bucket from time to time, and play good defense and hustle. He was diving on the ball for loose balls in preseason. Love to see that.
I'm gonna be real with you too, man. Like something that really concerned me last night. The Lakers still lost this game. I know they didn't have LeBron, but they still lost this game to a Kings team that didn't play Keegan Murray, DeRozan, Sabonis, or Malik Monk. The
Yeah.
Kings still wind up shooting damn near 55% from the field. Dennis Schroeder, the former Laker, he lit us up for 25 points. Like that's not a good look to me, even in a preseason game. Yo, the rotations was a step slow. The closeouts was lazy at times. We talked about closeout with Austin Reeves specifically last night, I believe, in our comparisons. Um, I just don't like what I'm taking away from this team. And what I'm going to be doing is laughing my ass off right now at everybody that been pushing LeBron James out the door and think that Luka is just going to be this overnight savior. Y'all are in for a rude awakening beginning this week versus the Golden State Warriors.
It's gonna be a heavy offensive year. Unless we turn it around defensively, it's gonna be a lot of offense. We got to step it up
They're going to
defensively.
cook, yo. They're going to wind up cooking us. Justo, if you can get to a more clouded space, join us back on the stage. I did want to get a round in of the around the room game that we played last night, real briefly before uh, Mr. 81 bowed out. Yo, he stay running from the smoke. He claimed that he a Lakers fan, yo, but every time we play a game like we had Lakers Jeopardy, he ran from that. We had around the room last night. He ran from that.
Man, I was trying to ask
Mr.
him about
81 be
Austin
front.
Reeves, and he was running from that too.
Yeah, he got up out of there real quick, bro. Ain't no future in your front, Mr. 81. Keeping it above. All right, we got Justo. Matter of fact, you trying to get into it right now because I did want to speak on Luka, but we can get back into to Luka in a minute. But yeah, bro, I'm glad that last night was the end of a nasty looking preseason, but I'm not feeling good about this Lakers team going into Tuesday, bro. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, offensively, I think we'll be straight, but defensive wise, that shit looked pathetic to me. It really did. Like the
I,
rotations, the help defense, like it just wasn't there. I don't know if they were like the first quarter, it looked all right. It just looked like people just couldn't miss. But the second
Right.
and third, and then into the fourth, it's just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what? I at halftime, I was like, bro, we're shooting 54 from the field and 40 something from three, and I was like, I bet you they shooting better than us, and we only winning by 3 points. Like, that's a fucking problem.
Let me start up this new game. We're going to continue the conversation about Austin Reeves bit because I still had a couple categories. So and we'll do a showdown. Let me pull up first and add you guys. Justo and bit segments are in full effect. Adding this to the event.
Hey, what we doing?
The stage. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So let me see. All right, fellas. So we have 2 rounds. Each round, I'm going to give you a statement of facts. You're going to get 30 seconds to give me your opinion. Then I'm going to go on to the next contestant, give them 30 seconds to give their opinion. Then we're going to spin the block, and I'll give you guys another 30 seconds to rebuttal. So, what I want to do first, we're talking about Austin Reeves, and I want to get into the trade temptation. Last night, Bit, you and I started the conversation about the possible $40 million that wait a minute, I gotta mute Justo out in the streets. Justo, mute your mic for a minute. All right, cool. Um, we talked about the $40 million possibly that Austin Reeves was looking for. Um, should the Lakers, y'all, and I'll start with Bit. Should the Lakers use Austin Reeves' value to chase another superstar, or is that pretty much overreacting and they need to pay him and just stick with what they got?
Um, I think they should pay him because I think eventually he might get traded. But 40 million, it seemed like a lot. But when you look at the market around the league, it's not that bad. So I feel like they are gonna pay him. But 40 million, a lot. He got to step it up like defensively and offensively. Because last night in some of these preseason games, the three ball, like, is why I keep saying he has to be efficient from three because he's gonna get a lot of catch and shoot opportunities. So we need him to knock them down.
What about you, Justo? When you think about the asking price possibly for Austin Reeves with this contract situation, should the Lakers use him for a trading piece for a superstar, or should they stick with him and pay him?
I think the Lakers should trade him. Like at this time right now, get it. What they say, get it while it's hot. So I honestly feel like they should trade him. They should trade him to get some value. If I can, I use Rui too as leverage, like to get
Who?
like another major piece. You know what you're getting out of Luka. You know what you're getting out of Brown. You know what we're getting out of Reeves or Rui. Like for the past 3 or 4 seasons, they've been really disappointing. So I feel like, especially Rui. So I just feel
What?
like if the Lakers was smart enough, I'll make that move right now. I wouldn't pay. I wouldn't give Rui. I wouldn't give Reeves no 40 million.
What's your rebuttal on that bit? You got one? He disagrees, say don't pay him.
Ah, that's crazy. Uh, I agree to a certain extent, but you gotta pay Reeves because he hasn't been playing that like bad. And same with Rui. I think Rui has played good. He stepped up, especially in the playoffs. But you gotta pay him because later on I feel like he's gonna get flipped for somebody. Somebody's gonna get disgruntled and want to come to LA. So you gotta pay him. But Rui, especially Rui has been hooping.
Yeah, Rui been kind of doing his thing. I mean, I just need to see a larger sample size from quarter one to quarter four. Throughout history, Rui have been showing up for a half. And
Yeah,
then when we get to another half, it's just like, damn, where are you?
yeah, he got to be more consistent with that for sure. But this preseason, I like what I see from Rui.
All right, let's go to our next round, our next segment. We still on Austin Reeves. Our next segment, we're going to talk about building and balancing. Now, there was an article that pretty much talked about building around two offense first guards, Luka and Austin Reeves, and how it could make the Lakers vulnerable on the defensive end. Bit, I'm gonna start with you again. Can the Lakers survive as an elite offense with a weak defensive core, or does this duo set them up for long-term failure? Talking about Austin Reeves and Luka.
I think we can be successful on the offensive end, but defensively, it's always going to be a challenge because you got two offensive first, you got an offensive heavy backcourt, so they both they have certain spots where they can lock in and sit down for a few possessions. But other than that, we're gonna be getting cooked. So we just have to we gotta step up. We gotta play for the next man. Recover, help, read and react. Like you get
Right.
beat, help, rotate. All of that has to be there. We're not gonna be able to do anything, especially come postseason, if we don't figure out the defense.
What about you, Justo? Can the Lakers survive as an elite offensive team with a weak defensive core, or should this duo of Austin Reeves and Luka, do you think is actually setting the Lakers up for failure long term?
Um, so, I don't know.
Justo, can you hear us? We can't hear you. Oh, maybe Justo might be in mid conversation. Justo, when you off mute, let us know. We want to get your thoughts. Um,
I'm always no one home, but I don't blame you.
Justo, yo, Justo over there. Uh,
Yo.
Justo is vibing this morning.
Oh, we.
All right. So damn, Justo, we gonna have to give Bit the winner again. Bit, you be winning by default. It seemed like. Damn,
Man, I don't know what these niggas got going on, man.
what y'all got going on?
He not locked in for real.
Oh, we gonna have to get you. Oh, he in the car. Oh, he with the car with his peoples. About to say, man, we gonna have to get Bits a real live winner, man, for sure.
Yeah, though, but dude, we got to tighten up the defense. I like what I see from Rui.
Right.
I like what I see from Gabe. Vando, the intensity is there. Marcus Smart was playing good, so we got a few little pieces. We just gotta make it work, bro. For real, for real.
No, I can definitely rock with that sentiment. Um, I did want to talk before we got up out of here about Luka and expectations, not just with LeBron, without LeBron. There's going to be a heavy workload, I believe, in this first month or two
Yeah,
for Luka, especially with LeBron, not being available. So I wanted to dive in a little bit uh, on Luka, and I'm gonna keep it real, bro. The pressure on Luka right now, to me, is quiet, but it's big time. The headlines keep saying that Luka's in midseason form, but beneath all that, you can kind of feel it. The expectations are going to get high because in LA, it's never just about playing well; it's about winning it all. And if you think that these Laker fans, even though they act like they love Luka now, if you think they're going to give Luka all this grace just for putting up numbers, I think history shows otherwise, bro.
yeah. That's That's just the same question I said last night. Y'all gonna turn on Luka? How y'all did LeBron if he don't win no ring? Like, is that what y'all gonna do? Because Luka's gonna put up good numbers. We already know this. But him winning, unless they get some good pieces around him, then it's not gonna happen, bro. Like, I don't see another 2024 run from Luka because the team just isn't that. They don't have the defensive personnel to even do the same thing that Dallas did that year. So if they don't get that boy some help, because AR not gonna be enough. Like I love AR, I think AR is solid, but he's not gonna be enough to have them contending year in year out.
Not at all. Not
So
at all.
it's all on the front office. They got that new owner. He better be willing to spend that money.
It's gonna be interesting, man. But when I talk about the fans themselves, Kobe didn't get grace. LeBron didn't get grace. Shaq didn't get grace. You expected to win if you were the Laker. And,
Yep.
and if Luka doesn't deliver that championship before it's all said and done, um, all these early MVP chants we hearing, and that shit gonna turn to side eyes real quick. We seen it
Yep.
happen.
Yep. Real quick. Especially we consistently losing in the first round. Luca not going deep in the. Oh yeah, they gonna be on his ass.
Word,
Yep.
word. I just don't want to get fooled by the calm before the storm. Right now,
Yep.
Luka has been looking surgical. He had 31 points, 9 assists, 5 boards versus Sacramento. He was 6 of 11 from 3-point line last night. Luka looks like he's in rhythm. We talked about how confidence he looked, but this is the preseason. And in LA, we don't judge stars by preseason. We judge them off of playoff pressure. Since the February trade from Dallas, the narratives have been all about fit and freedom. Can
Yep.
Luka coexist with LeBron? Can he lead a locker room that's seen greatness up close before? And now that LeBron is going to be out for at least a month, there's going to be a lot of pressure on Luka to deliver and keep the Lakers sustainable until James come back.
Yep.
But to me, I agree with you. When you look at it, you can't put but so much responsibility on Luka because he's not no superhero. You really need other guys to step up, um, especially the new guys.
Yep. And if they don't, then it's gonna be a long season. Like the what we're seeing from Jake right now is not looking good.
Oh my
That's
God, yo, I'm so disappointed in Jake Laravia from last night, yo.
like
21 minutes, 21 minutes, 0 points. That's
you did
pathetic, bro.
you didn't even try and score the ball. Like it
Only shot the ball twice. You can't have that.
we seen 5 possessions in a row. Jake got the ball, waited for AR to get open, and gave him the ball. You what are we doing? What is the offense? Just give it to AR and Luka and pick and roll? Like, do we have offensive sets? I seen a few of them be ran. Like we had this one play where we flew into the offense, and then we got Vando with a driving layup that got blocked. So like we gotta tighten this shit up, bro.
One
It's
thing I did like, one thing I did like last bit when we was watching the connection with Luca and DeAndre Ayton.
yeah.
I like I like what I saw out of that last night with those lobs and attempts.
Especially that one play where they ran the set and they threw it up and DeAndre came down with it. That was a good play. I feel like that'll be ran a lot. And I
How
like what I
long,
see.
bro, do you think?
What you say?
How long do you think the Laker fans are going to give Luca? How long do you think the Laker fans is going to give Luca before they turn on him?
Um, I'll probably say you talking about this season or just like his whole tenure here in LA?
Overall, like there's going to be a point, I believe, if Luca don't bring a championship, that Laker fans is going to turn on him. You know how they making it seem like he the savior? We done seen this shit before, yo. The same way they did James.
Yeah,
I don't believe Luca is exempt from that. How long do you think it's going to take for them to turn on Luca if he don't win the chip?
I think so. This season, Still got LeBron. If LeBron don't come back, I'd probably say in the next 3 years, next 2 years, because that first season without LeBron, I feel like they're gonna give him a little bit of a pass because they're gonna be like the team might not be there all the way, whatever, whatever. But then after that, once they make a move, if they don't make a move, then I don't see how you can even turn on Luka. Because if the team just isn't good enough, then what do you want him to do? He's getting older too. It isn't like 2024, like I said, where he's just now entering his prime. You got a solid, two solid big men you rotate between, and you got Kyrie Irving to work with. Like, you got to get another team to that degree. Not the exact same players, but that's the makeup that you got to have on your team if you want to go deep into the playoffs with Luka, because you know his defense isn't going to always be there. So I say another 2 years.
I don't know, bro. I don't think Laker fans are that patient. I honestly don't. Maybe it'll be 3 to 4 years because Luca be in his 10th year, I believe, in 2 years.
Yep.
But they didn't give LeBron grace after 2019. They didn't give Anthony Davis any grace once he was missing time. The banner up. It's like the expectations are generational. If you wear the purple and gold and call yourself the guy, you're going to be measured against the Magics, the Kobe's, the Shaqs, and the LeBrons.
Yeah.
Not Luca from Dallas, but Luca from LA. It's a whole new spin now, I feel like, with Luka Doncic and the expectations that you're going to have with the Lakers.
Yeah. I could see them turning quicker than that, but I could see some of them giving him a pass, especially because his play style. He gonna be taking the tough shots and making some of them, so they'll probably give him a little bit of a leeway.
Word.
Um,
We're gonna see how this shit play out, bro. I think the Lakers offense right now is built off a high handoff continuity, where Luca manipulates the weak side defender before they collapse. We saw that last night. You can tell that Luca's buying into this whole thing with the Lakers, his body language, his tempo, his activity on and off the basketball court. It seems to be a very good fit. But again, the Lakers fans historically, it'd be a roller coaster with us. I'm gonna keep it real, and I think this market doesn't give people a lot of time to build a culture. You got to deliver results sooner than later. That's just how I look at it, bro. I don't know. They gave
put
Luca
on-
what, 3 years, $165 million extension.
yeah, and if he don't win no ring, boy, if he
It's
don't
gonna
win
be
no ring
ugly.
in LA, it's gonna get real ugly. I can say that right now. They gonna be wanting to trade his ass just like they did from Dallas. Get him out of here.
I wonder how much blame Luca would get if the Lakers start off slow in this first month. If the Lakers start off like I don't know, uh, 5-8, 4-8, something like that. Like under five, couple games under 500 before LeBron comes back. Do you give Luca a pass?
It depend on how him and the team play. Like, if Luka is doing his part and the rest of the team just isn't stepping up, then we're not going to blame Luka the most, but he's still gonna have some
Shit,
things.
shit.
What you
I'm
mean?
gonna blame that nigga.
If
LeBron be
Luka,
doing. Hold on. I know you saying that with a straight face. LeBron be
yes,
doing his part, and people still get on James when the Lakers lose, and Bron always doing his part. So why should Luca get a pass?
but I said us, not them.
Oh, just us.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, I
not them.
gotta defend James. I can't let niggas give grace to Luca and be vilifying James for the same thing.
Yeah, but we know that if LeBron is doing his part, then we're not gonna sit here and blame LeBron because the others aren't stepping up. So I have to do the same with Luca. Because
All right, fair enough.
if you're doing your part and people just aren't hitting shots or just aren't doing their part defensively, then what else can you do? Because we know Luka can only do so much defensively. So if he's
My
if
boy
he's coming
Steve, go
out,
shoot. Shoot says it depends on how they play.
Yeah, if Luka's coming out averaging 35, 9, and 9, and nobody else can score, and like AR is still doing this bullshit from preseason, then I don't want to hear shit about Luka. I want to hear shit about how AR isn't doing his part. That's what I want to. I don't want y'all to be blaming Luka, and it's not even his fault for the team not playing good. The same with
Steve,
LeBron.
you got to come on over to our playback room and join us on our panel, Steve. If you get the playback app, you got to come over here and join us on the panel. He made an interesting point. He said he been called this season a wash, and he's scrapping it right now. You feel like next season when Luka can team up with another star with a better casting role, the Lakers will be fine. So it seems like Steve is already done with this season. Regardless, he's looking for the 2026-27 campaign, a fresh start. What do you think about that? Because LeBron still might be around,
I don't think
right?
this season. I don't think this season is a wash, but I can see what he's saying, especially if we start the season off bad. Then, because you're gonna be asking LeBron to come play cleanup crew, and he's bro. I don't want that. I don't want LeBron playing cleanup crew at 41.
I don't think he built for it, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to, and I don't think he cares enough. Honestly,
And I don't think he's going to put up the effort because, again,
yeah,
if I'm right about what I said, Bit, and you've been doing your homework on it, if I'm right about what I said about LeBron feeling some type of way about how the Lakers handled this Luka Anthony Davis thing, this nigga is not going to put the foot on the gas to try to get the Lakers to climb back if they're 4 games or 2 games under 500. LeBron is just going to cruise control his way through this season. He like, fuck the Lakers, bro. Y'all figure this shit out. Y'all thought Luka was going to be the savior. Y'all do this shit and hold the fort down until I come back. That's how
yeah.
LeBron is carrying it, bro. Period.
That's how I'm starting to feel about it now too, because it's like we keep saying, we haven't seen this from LeBron. LeBron not
Never.
speaking to his teammates, him being hurt. I don't know if that's all the way true. Like they say, the injury he got is serious, so it's a lot of shit that I'm just like, man.
That nigga even took Bronny home with him. Even Bronny didn't play last night. Bronny was on the injury list. What was Bronny hurt for? When did Bronny get hurt? I don't even remember all that.
Yeah, Bronny ain't hurt. I don't know, bro. The season is looking shaky to start, but I think we'll still figure shit out. I don't think it'll be a wash of a season. Saying it'll be a wash is crazy.
All right. So before we go, because I know we'll be live again before Tuesday, but while I got my brother Bit here, um, let's do a little bit of predictions for the season when we talk about the Lakers. I want to talk about where you think we'll end up, if we'll have an MVP, all stars. Let's kind of summarize our expectations for the Lakers this year. Let's start with MVPs. No, let's start with all stars. We know what LeBron is about. We know what Luka is about. The All Star game is actually in Los Angeles this year. Will this be the year that Austin Reeves cracks the code and becomes an all-star for the first time, bro?
No, sir.
Okay. No all-star for Austin Reeves. Do you see any Laker players getting any individual awards this year? Depoy, Coach of the Year, MVP, scoring leader. Do you see any of the Lakers players getting any individual accolades?
I can see if we're a top three seed, somehow I can see Luca getting MVP. But other than that,
Really?
no. Luca
That's it.
Luca might can if Shea take a step back from scoring this year, then I can see Luca leading the league in scoring. But other than that, nah.
Who
That
better, Shea or Luka?
to me, Luca.
Hmm.
I respect Shea and what he can do, but I still feel like Luca's better, especially like at his best in the playoffs. I think he's better.
Last year, the Lakers bit ended, I believe, in third place in the Western Conference.
Yes, sir.
Do you see them repeating that success? I don't see the Lakers right now being a top three team in the West. I know we haven't really played much, but do you see the Lakers sustaining a top three environment, especially with James being down for the first month?
Yeah, I don't see us falling off that much.
Really?
I don't really see the hype in the West that everybody else sees. I don't think it's really that much of a difference. I don't think Houston's going to be that good. I don't think Denver is going to be so that much better. Who else is out there? I don't think OKC is this juggernaut that's unbeatable. Like I just don't see how the West got so much better, in my opinion. I think
Oh
it's
my
honestly
God.
the same.
I got to talk to the bosses, bro. I am terrified of the Western Conference, bro. Maybe I got to get a new television. I'm terrified of the Western. I'm terrified of the Pacific Division alone. We lost to the Kings last night without their guys. We about to face Golden State Tuesday. On paper, the Clippers are a better team than us. And Phoenix
Oh,
might be the only team in our division we better than.
I don't know about that.
Really. Without James,
Without James, yeah, but when Brian come back, yeah, that shit is chicken wraps.
but we might be in such a hole, bro. Listen, you looked at it last night what that Lakers schedule looked like once December ends. If we're not going to get LeBron back till mid-November, and if the Lakers are not sustaining some type of mediocrity, if they're going to have to climb uphill, bro, it's going to be a nightmare. We could be looking at play-in scenario all over again. You don't
I
think
don't,
so?
nah, I don't think we're gonna follow that. I don't think we're gonna be climbing back anywhere. I don't think we're gonna ever be at a losing breaker in the season or close to it. For real, for real. Through the first 25 games with Luka and AR, I think we'll go. What's that? At least 16. I think.
Really?
I think we'll get at least 16. I'm telling you, bro. It's gonna be a Luca show for the first month and a half. Luca is gonna go bonkers, and that is how we're gonna win games.
Has the preseason been a Luca show?
Yeah,
The preseason has been a Luca show, and the Lakers have lost 4 out of 5 games in the preseason.
I
So,
mean that's because he not closing the games. If Luca closes that game last night, he ends with 40 in the W. That's how I feel about it.
so everybody bit has no respect for the Western Conference.
I don't.
Oh, we got that's an agenda we pushing this year. No
Other
respect for the West.
you talking about scary as fuck? How? Who is scared of OKC? Cuz I'm not scared of them niggas. I'm not scared of
Denver,
Jokic.
Minnesota,
I'm not scared of Anthony Edwards just because he beat us last year. What the fuck? What? I'm not
in
scared of
the
them niggas.
in the 7 game series. You're not concerned at all.
No,
Wow, wow, bit.
I'm not scared of none of them niggas. I'm
That's
not worried
amazing.
about bro. Shea through the first 3 rounds of the playoffs last year was playing like ass, and y'all want me to be scared of that nigga? Jokic was out here getting clamped up by fucking Alex Caruso. You think that's gonna happen to Luka or LeBron? Fuck no. LeBron was just getting off on the damn Minnesota Timberwolves last year. The defense was ass, and AR couldn't hit a three. He couldn't shoot the ball in the ocean. And you expect me to be scared of the West because the Rockets when they signed Kevin Durant? Man, get the fuck out of here. I'm
I
not worried
can't wait,
about no
yo.
damn Kevin Durant. He couldn't even lead Phoenix to the damn playoffs last year with Devin Booker.
Yo, why y'all disrespecting KD like this?
Man, I don't fuck with KD. It's been a long time of me not fucking with KD.
Y'all niggas been hating on Kevin Durant here on Lakers Land since last year, bro. What is wrong with y'all?
We is not rocking with KD over here, man. I
Oh
respect
my
KD. That's the
God.
greatest scorer of all time. But boy, you do not get no love over here.
Damn, yo.
No, sir.
I think it's pick your poison in the West. You got Wemby in the Spurs. They got De'Aaron. You said the West ain't nothing, bit. You saying that? Really?
I just said I'm not scared of them. I'm not worried about them.
I'm terrified, bro. I'm terrified. I swear to
Terrified
God.
is crazy.
I'm terrified, yo. I'm dead ass serious, yo. These Lakers look like a fucking joke. A straight joke. You know you can't win a championship off of LeBron and Luka alone. The role players have to come to work, and I ain't seeing it.
I'm seeing Rui Smart, Da, and Rui Smart, Da, and fucking damn. Who the fuck else?
Wait till James come back, yo. LeBron is going to. I'm telling you, what we're witnessing, what we're going to witness. Just watch when LeBron come back, yo. Niggas who going to be sticking their chest out for these first 3 to 4 weeks, like a DeAndre Ayton. When James come back, yo, watch how this nigga DeAndre Ayton just. You gonna see a difference, bro. They know who team this is. And regardless of how good they play without him, once he comes back in the fold, these niggas are going to get in line for better or for worse. I'm sorry. This is still LeBron's team.
Man,
This is going to be an interesting season, bro. This is going to be probably the most interesting Lakers season I've been a part of.
yeah, it's definitely gonna be a good, interesting season, my boy. Cause what LeBron not playing this first, but we gonna see everything. We gonna see everything.
Damn, yo. So Tuesday night, Golden State versus the Lakers opening night. We will be live streaming every Lakers game here in our playback room. So if you guys are new to Lakers land, come on over, join our playback room, playback.tv/Lakers Land Show. If you guys are on our YouTube channel, you should see the link or the URL in the corner. Come on over, join the room. I hand out free VIP passes for the games. And we also do live stream podcasting and a lot going on as far as the Lakers go here on playback. So make sure y'all come on over and join the room. We're going to be kicking it in full effect Tuesday, talking our shit, watching the Lakers do their thing. I think the Lakers are going to start this season off with a fucking L. I'm going to keep it a buck. I hate to be that way, but I don't have no faith in this team without number 23. I'm sorry. The Lakers, the Lakers winning Tuesday, bit yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You got the Lakers winning Tuesday.
Yeah.
My God. Well, we'll have BA in the building joining us, the biggest LeBron hater. He'll be giving his analysis, especially since LeBron won't be playing. So we'll hear a lot of biasness out of BA
We finna
for
get
sure.
that BA Bayless.
Yeah, we'll hear that BA Bayless at his finest. But I'm going to let everybody go right now. I will be going live a little bit later on this afternoon or this evening here on Playback for another conversation about the Lakers because we still got a lot of things to talk about heading into opening night. So we'll have a new matrix evaluation tonight. We'll do a comparison and we'll figure some shit out to kind of speak on. Bit, I'm going to get you some real solidified contestants so we can get this game down and done in the real way because I think it's going to be lit and it's going to set the tone for the season. We're going to have a lot of people trying to debate us thinking they know this thing we love called basketball. So stay locked in, bro. You know I got us.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Everybody, y'all stay safe. Happy Saturday. Let me know in the comments what y'all thought about the Lakers preseason finale versus the Kings. It was pathetic. And I got to talk to the bosses.